Tonight, on the world's most amazing videos, a volcano erupts, burying a village under a sea of molten lava. Plus, when a crazy fan challenges a ferocious bull, the bull gets him in the end. And an apartment fire rages out of control, with terrified tenants still trapped inside. Plus, a police raid goes bad when a hand grenade blows up in an officer's pocket. And it's terror on the track when a dragster explodes at 300 miles an hour. These are the incredible true life stories of people who face their most desperate hour and live to tell about it. Everything you are about to see is real. Real people. Real danger, real excitement. Get ready to experience the thrill of a lifetime. You are about to witness the world's most amazing videos.
Santa Fe, Argentina. Following a head-on collision, a bus has plunged off a bridge and into a river. A salvage crew was called in to lift the massive vehicle out of the murky water. The men use a crane and heavy-duty cables to hoist the 14-ton bus back onto the bridge. The vehicle is slowly and carefully pulled upward. And suddenly, an even bigger disaster. The bus sinks and rips the crane down with it. Take another look. The crane operator manages to lift the bus almost completely out of the water, but the hooking machine isn't able to support the tremendous weight of the flooded vehicle. The bus plunges back into the river and pulls the crane with it. It's impossible to imagine how the crane operator could survive the 30-foot plunge. Down below, more lives are in danger. The workers on this boat narrowly miss being crushed as the monstrous crane falls into the water. A few feet away in another boat, one man dives for his life. Incredibly, no one is injured. Just seconds before the crane fell, the operator jumped out and ran to safety. But he'll never forget the close call that almost sent him to a watery grave. Chicago, Illinois. A 10-story apartment building erupts into flames, sending panicked residents racing to the upper floors. More than 100 people are trapped. The searing flames force one man to climb out a window and onto a drain pipe. Then suddenly, he plunges to the sidewalk below. Let's watch again as the man tries to hold on until firefighters can arrive with rescue ladders. But he loses his grip. He falls 75 feet to the ground, slamming into the concrete with crushing force. Incredibly, the man survives the terrifying fall. But 5 stories up, his family is still in danger. Firefighter Bill Heenan rushes to their aid, but there's a problem. But the ordeal isn't over. The firefighter is struggling to keep his balance when the little girl panics and tries to wiggle out of his grasp.
And I'm like, oh man, I really say good, man. The wind's blowing about 40 miles an hour. This kid's reaching away from me, and I'm trying to get her into me. I'm screaming at her. Turn around, grab me. I only had one arm, one leg on a ladder. I'm like, come on, I can't hang on forever, you know?
Heenan manages to carry the girl to safety. The lives of other children and many elderly residents are still in danger. William Johnson and a friend videotaped the rescue effort from his 6th floor apartment.
A couple of people were like hanging halfway out of the window as if they were contemplating jumping. A lot of people were screaming, talking about they couldn't breathe.
The temperature inside the burning building soars to a white-hot 1,500 degrees. The courageous firefighters brave the intense heat and enter the upper floors.
Keep the store. Do not close the store on that. That's Big O Six right there.
People are still trapped in smoke-filled apartments
Come on.
because there aren't enough rescuers to get them out. So residents are recruited to help. One man struggles to reach the ladders. Meanwhile, William Johnson must find the courage to save himself and a 6-year-old girl.
It was pretty steep and high, and I'm afraid of heights, so I was really trying not to look down. And I was telling the little girl not to look down because I knew if she did, she would panic.
But William and the girl make it to safety. Meanwhile, firefighters battle heavy smoke and gusting wind in a desperate attempt to save more lives. But they overcome the odds, and dozens of others are rescued. This night of terror ends with tears of joy and prayers of thanks.
I don't know what happened there, and I don't know what kept us on that ladder, but it's got something to do with the guy upstairs, and that's all I care about, you know?
Memphis, Tennessee. It's the National Funny Car Semifinals. Defending champion John Force is strapped inside his dragster. A 7,000 horsepower Mustang, burning nitromethane jet fuel. John and challenger Al Hoffman are at the starting line. And they're off. The men blaze down the asphalt at 300 miles an hour when suddenly John's Mustang veers off course. Smashing to a stop in a cloud of dust and debris. Look again at this devastating crash. Seconds into the race, John's engine explodes, engulfing the cockpit in flames and shredding the tires. His demolished dragster careens across the track, nearly colliding with Hoffman's car. The chassis disintegrates as the high-performance racer slams into the guardrail at top speed. The mangled wreckage skids down the pavement, with John still trapped inside. And finally, overturns in the dirt. John's crew fears he is dead. But as the dust settles, there's a miraculous sight. He's alive. John's pit crew rushes to him as he kneels beside the charred vehicle. Remarkably, he suffers no serious injuries.
I was black and blue across my chest from the seat belts engaging me. I'm lucky the steering wheel didn't break my neck. And just by the grace of God, I'm alive today.
John recalls the frightening moment his dragster burst into flames.
And all of a sudden, all hell broke loose. You might as well have stuck your head right in the fireplace at home.
John knew he had lost all control when his tires blew out.
Now I really got problems. The car comes around sideways at probably 290 miles an hour. I see Hoffman. I'm thinking I'm going to T-bone him. In other words, I'm going to drive him and I into the guardrail. I'm not only going to kill myself, I'm going to kill him.
Hoffman narrowly escapes death, but John didn't think that he would be so lucky.
For a fraction of a second, I honestly thought I was dead. The body exploded. The car exploded. The fuel tanks. Parts went over the guardrail.
But his terrifying ride is far from over.
And I'm thinking, my God, I'm alive, but now I'm 300 miles an hour backwards. The next thing I know, I'm out off the racetrack, out into the field. The car's rolling over on its side. And I'm trying to get the seatbelts. Thank God for seatbelts.
To show his fans that he's okay, he takes a victory lap with his demolished car. John continues to race dragsters, well aware that each race could easily be his last.
When I say my prayers to the Lord right before I hit that throttle, I always say, just keep me alive for 5 seconds.
Because in this high-stakes game, 5 seconds can mean the difference between glory and death. Zaragoza, Spain. A bullfighting festival goes bad when a crazy fan runs into the ring wearing a bright red shirt. The bull attacks. Let's watch again. The enraged animal charges the man and launches him through the air. He crashes to the ground. The horrified fan covers his face to protect himself as the ferocious beast moves in for the kill. But instead of going for the man's head, the bull aims a little lower. Luckily, other spectators distract the bull long enough for the man to escape with his life. But he leaves his pants and his dignity behind.
Coming up, a fishing village is rocked when a volcano erupts in a furious firestorm of molten lava. And a baseball player slams into the center field wall, face first. Then later, a neighborhood runs for cover when a car spins wildly out of control. Plus, a two-story house is crushed when it barrels full force into a bridge. When the world's most amazing videos returns.